This is your sleepless god back with what if Midoriya's dad was a demon? Part 3, if I remember correctly. Part 3. Am I right? I gotta remember this shit, but it doesn't work for me. No, but last time we left off, we talked about how the sludge villain incident, how that went down for especially with Midoriya. We explained Midoriya's pistols. Uh, I'm just gonna do a full recap over all of his weapons for certainty's sakes. He has a 6-shooter that each time he shoots it, all 6 rounds at once, it goes up by 1, and then the counter of how many times he has to shoot it until he goes up by 1 also goes up by 1. So if he shoots it 6 times for the first round, cross out number 1, so the number 1 power scale is gone, and it goes up by 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then it keeps on going up for infinity 6. The pistol, it upgrades by 0.1% each time you shoot a bullet, period. It has 4 rounds, 1 in the actual gun itself and 3 on the side, and that stays for infinity. And then he has a sword with his specialty ability called the Ramaterasu, or internal demon flames. Every time it's basically just what it basically is in Naruto, basically just an internal flame that's constantly burning no matter what, and for the first, it takes 15 minutes for the first one to recharge, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, and it always keeps on going by 15 minutes, but each one of them is just stronger and stronger and stronger as it goes. That's all of Midoriya's weapons. We talked about how Midoriya is going to, the academy, like My Hero Academia, explain how that incident, and explain that, he met Momo because she's not going to do it because of her family. She's going to do it for herself, so she's now part of the normal ones. That's kind of where, we started off with everyone rushing out when everyone started rushing out, Midoriya says, kind of sighs a little bit, grabs a cigarette, lights it. Let's go. As he fucking launches, as he is faster than most people ever can be, and just starts hammering out shots with his pistols. Just anytime there's like a group of them, he fires with the 6-shooter, burning a bunch of them. If there's a single target one, he just shoots with the fucking Desert Eagle 50 cal and just starts destroying robots. He does instantaneously grab his sword though and cast Ramaterasu in a massive crowd of robots to basically fuck them shit up. As we go to the announcer studios where they're watching the videos, as 4 videos are right now, multiple videos are getting watched, but 4 very in particular are getting watched. Bako Katsuki, Ito, fucking Speed Boy, Drugs on Boy, Ida, and he's getting watched as well because he didn't take the interest in him either. That's why Momo also didn't take it, because Ida says, I want to be the best no matter what. Well, actually, Ida didn't take... Oh, that's kind of weird. But yeah, Ida's just dogging out right now. He's practicing his kicks. He's demolishing. As Uraraka is like... She brings up an entire fucking building and smashes on a massive amount of robots. Actually also saving people as well. Getting those hero points. But people are like... What's his name? As they look at Midoriya as he's popping off shots from like a mile away, destroying robots, saving people, getting those hero points, but also just massacring the robots. He's Midoriya Izuku has All Might sitting in the corner looking at him, kind of chewing on like his nail, and he says, This Midoriya is now like dropping from the skies. You see him like smoking the cigarette. This is too much as he grabs his massive sword and just swings it, cuts down like 3 robots at once. As he says, this is too easy. There has to be something. As here is boom, 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 boom. As he says, fuck. Looks over as he sees the 0-pointer on the left side of him, a couple, like 2 to 3 miles away. And he says, as he grabs his 6-shooter, unloads the shells, and reloads it, cocking it back in and putting it back into the holster. As he says, I guess I'll check it out. But as he launches forward and starts running towards that area, as he's on the rooftops near the area, as he sees hundreds of kids just running away from it, and he said, I can't blame them. I'd be scared as well. As he kind of just leans his shoulder onto the wall, just watching this, as he's up on top of the building, as he sees a girl. The rubble from the 0-pointer there clamped onto her leg. It seems like she's, I can't get up. As he takes a breath, as he grabs his cigarette, puts it on the ground and stomps it out, and he says, God damn it. As he fucking blasts forward and grabs his 6-shooter, shoots all 6 shots at once, as it starts reaching, as all of them destroy the 0-point's entire hand, as he launches forward to the girl, as he grabs the rubble and fucking throws that shit like 20 blocks, as he grabs the girl by her hand and quickly but still carefully making sure the injuries do not get any worse, as he's doing this launch up and smash into a car, basically crushing the entire car. As he says, are you okay? So she's like, as it's the girl that it's Momo. Huh. Have anyone told you you're kind of hot? As Momo completely gets flustered as he sets him down, as he grabs his sword, as you hear, it's ready. As he looks back, as you hear the 0-pointer still walking towards him, and says, now close your eyes, Momo. This will hurt. As massive flames come out of his sword, as he makes it small into like a little ball, as it starts to flow around him, as it flows around his sword, as it slowly becomes closer to the tip of the blade, as it's a tiny ball. Sorry. Words are difficult, okay? As he puts it next to it and shoots it to the 0-pointer, as it hits. As it first starts as just this little tiny ball, as it bursts out, as it basically burns the 0-pointer to dust, as he puts his sword away, as he smiles, grabs Momo and puts it not like how he carries Uraraka, like the marriage way, but just puts her like carrying like a sack, and walks to the gate, as everyone's so surprised looking at Midoriya, especially carrying Momo at this time, a very hot woman. I want to. Can I say that? They're like kind of young, honestly. I forget that, because like they act like they're like, because like honestly Midoriya acts like a fucking 12-year-old, but like someone like Kirishima or like her Momo, for example, acts like a fucking 50-year-old. Like, bro, she is Mama Momo. She is the MILF of the class, even though she is not MILF material yet. But she gives them to gives him to the hospital woman. He says, seems like she hurt her leg, probably twisted or something like that. You got this. As she's like, yeah. As the bell rings, as time's up, as everyone like looks at Midoriya, as Midoriya says, "Well, don't fuck about. Come on, next time." As he grabs his jacket, puts it on as he, grabs his cigarette, thinks about it for a couple of seconds, put it back away as he walks out. As he meets up with Ida and also Araka. Ida's like, "Oh yeah, how did you do? Me and Araka look like we did great. I saw Araka, do some like as." Midoriya's like, I think I did semi decent. Like, I don't know if I did the best, but I think I did semi good. I definitely didn't get first. I don't think I ever got first, but I think I did really good. As Araka says, I think you're counting yourself out too early, because I think you've done the best before any of us. Midoriya's kind of like, nah, I don't think so. I took, like, I wasn't really, trying my hardest. As Ida says, well, that's it, as it is. But as they both start, they start walking back. As a couple weeks, they all get their letters, and actually all get them at the same time. They all meet up at the same place too, and they all come and they show their letters. Araka got 10th place overall. We're talking overall. Ida got 5th place overall. 5th to 6th. We don't know exactly. He was pretty close. He tied a little bit. Midoriya Izuku got 3rd place in the written exam and 1st place in the physical exam. As it is like, try my hardest, my ass. You got 1st. And he's like, yeah, but it wasn't that hard. It was. I honestly don't believe it was focused on hero work as much but when they popped up their videos, they explained the test and what it was doing and how it was doing it. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. As they're all assigned to class 1A. As they all fucking clap, they're like, yeah, fuck it. They give themselves high five and they hug each other. Like, yeah, we're part of the same class. As they're soaked, yes. They're fucking, like, they're happy. They're ready to do this. As a couple weeks from then, they go to UA. As Midoriya is a little bit, his hair is a little bit messy, but, he looks as nice as he possibly can for the first day of school for being a little bit homeless. But he walks into the classroom the first day, with Araka already being there, Ida also already being there, and he says, "Oh, hey, you guys came a little early." As it's like, yeah, I went to pick up Araka. She was already up. Says Araka's like, yeah, as she holding her stomach. Actually, he's like, "What's wrong, Araka? Are you okay?" Just jitters. It's like, are you nervous? As Araka says, "Shut the fuck up." As it's like, are you nervous of what the class is gonna do? As like, of course I'm nervous. It's UA. As Midoriya sits down right by Ida and says, I just it's fine. As Bako comes in with a new friend, as Karen from the just yelling out loud, hearing his name, Kirishima, as well as he waves at Momo, and as well as your Jack girl. What's her name? Right next to Danky, as they're talking right next to Momo, as Momo waves as well, says, "Hey, Midoriya." As yeah, Midoriya. You can just call me Deku if you really want to. It's one of my nicknames. As it seems like Uraraka kind of leans in a little bit more. Her nerves kind of get shut off. She leans into Momo's as Momo's like, oh well, thank you for saving me, but uh, I'm gonna sit over here, okay? It's like, I'm perfect. See, same class, small world. Uh, as Ida, like, kind of, Ida's shaking right now, like, kind of scared, as you see, like, fucking Uraka, you see like bloodlust coming off of her. As she says, "How do you know her?" She says, "Oh, we were in the same exam, like the physical exam." Azita says, "Oh yeah, she's one of she was part of my class." As Uraka seems like she's calmed down a little bit. "Oh, you know her, Ida?" It's like, yeah, I know her a little bit. Um, as she's a really really nice girl. As oh, not nice, you say? As as before, Midoriya has to explain his own actions. Uh, the teacher pops up, aka named fuck, Eraserhead. Eraserhead pops up as he looks over as he sees Eraserhead. Now, Midoriya at this time never had an All Might crush or something like that. He never liked those big heroes. He always liked the heroes in the shadows, like Eraserhead. So when he sees Eraserhead, he fucking geeks the fuck out. Like he went fucking shit crazy seeing Eraserhead. It's like, holy shit. He cusses out loud, like, mother fuck who, as Eraserhead like points over to him, like, says, "No cussing in my class." It's like, he's like, "I'm sorry, sir, sorry." He's like, now, usually what we would be doing would be going to, orientation and all that kind of stuff. But because it's my class and I can do whatever the hell I want, uh, we're gonna do some practice exams. I want to see how strong you guys are. Girls and boys, you're gonna go change in your locker rooms. If you look below your desks, you have your uniforms. As they look below their desks, and they do. Now, this might be hard for some of you, but no messing around in the locker rooms. As Eraserhead, hobbles out with his sleeping bag, as instantaneously Midoriya grabs this thing and gets out, because he's like, I'm not gonna, as the rest fall, as like, he's not gonna disorder Eraserhead, because Eraserhead is his favorite hero. As he opens the door and walks out and goes to the locker rooms, everyone else goes to the locker rooms with him. Ida as well, everyone else, and all the women. Now we're gonna cut into two locker rooms. We're gonna start with the boys, then go to the girls. As the boys' locker room is just messing around a little bit, just a little bit. As when Midoriya starts taking off his shirt, he fully takes off his shirt. As Kirishima's like, "Bro, what's your workout routine?" As you see Midoriya just fucking ripped as shit. But you also see something weird. A back tattoo. As he sees 7 columns, and one of them have a sigil on it. A sigil of a dragon. As he's like, "You're also inked up, bro? How long did that take?" As Midoriya looked at him and says, "What do you mean?" As he looks at, he says, "You're back. You're tattooed, aren't you?" He says, "Yeah, you can call it that, I guess." As Midoriya puts on his, his uniform, and says, as Hiroshima's like started walking out with Midoriya, being like, "Hey, just kind of want to know what your workout routine is. Like, what do you pump? Like, what is it like?" He's like, Midoriya says, "I run the streets a lot. I carry this massive sword around my back. I do a lot of push-ups, sit-ups, and I do a lot of crunches sometimes. I do a lot of, I guess, running. It's just mostly genetical." As Kimber's like, ah, damn it. As, they walk out, as we go to the girls' locker room, as the girls' locker room's a little bit more silent. Except Froppy. Froppy is the loudest motherfucker in there. Froppy just does not care. She's ready to go. But, like, with Momo, and particularly Momo and what the fuck? Damn it, what's her name? I can only think of Aizawa. What the fuck, bro? When I need it, I don't need it. 1 second. Give me a second. It's in there. It's in the library. Uraka, kind of on the opposite sides as, like, Froppy's like, I feel the tension. As, like, there's no tension. As, like, everyone kind of changed in silent, but, like, a couple of them are starting to chat up, trying to, as, like, finally, Alien Queen, aka known as, I'm trying to remember her actual name. Yeah, Alien Queen. I'm just gonna name her that. Pink Girl. Pinky. I'll just name her Pinky. Nickname Pinky. She finally breaks the tension and just says, so, what's your relationship with Midoriya? Araka says, relationship? What do you mean? Says, you literally almost killed Momo for not just barely just saying hi to him. He says, we're just really good friends. That's it. The thing is, he's like my little brother. He's basically been alone his entire life, so I try to like him as best as possible. As Pinky says, so he's open. As Rocket says, no, he's not. But so he's dating someone? Not from my knowledge. So, and Pinky says, so he's open. You're saying. As Arise. I called I called Hibbs. As she's like, you can't do that, bro. That's a human being. As Boppy says, well, like, technically, she knew her first, so I would say dibs is fine. As, like, you were just saying that so you can get that weird bird guy. It's like, as Froppy's like, no, I just know him from today because we both, like, sort of like animals. It's like, okay. As, they all walk up at Echo said as Pinky sees the boys, particularly Midoriya without, like, a short sleeve shirt, full, like, and it's not like a loose short sleeve shirt, it's kind of tight, and you can see, like, the rest, because he's bulky as shit. He's not, like, no, like, pushover. He sees that, as he grabs Uraka, he says, if you don't take that shit, I will. As this is where we're going to end off the video now. I hope you guys like it. Just remember, if we get to 300 subscribers, Percy Jackson videos coming out, as well as I'm thinking about doing, because I've been watching JoJo lately, I was thinking about Naruto with the stand, and comment down below if you really guys want that. I'll do that really quickly. But I was also thinking about some Halo stuff as well, because, dude, I've been playing Halo since, like, the beginning, and I really want to bring that into this. But, thank you very much, and goodbye.